Hey everyone, welcome in. This is Crow, and I'm the Crow Stitcher here on YouTube and Twitch and Instagram. Though I don't really post on Instagram. It's just not my bag. But I'm there. You can message me. Today is Flosstube 57. My pillow. I lost my pillow. Today's Flosstube 57. I'm just gonna have to sit forward. And it is Monday, September 29th, 2025. So the first thing I want to talk about, actually, I'm going to pause and find my pillow. Okay, we're back. So the first thing I want to talk about is a thing that I came up with that will be new on the YouTube channel. It'll be like, I don't want to call it a show because I'm not fancy enough for that, but I'm going to call it a segment. And it's going to be called Cause and Effect, and Caws is going to be, I'll put a picture up so you can see my logo, I guess. Caws is going to be spelled C-A-W-S, like the crow. Caw. And it's going to be where I go live and I just talk about a topic that's important to me and the effect it can have on society and individuals, and then open that conversation up to people in the live. So it's not me just spewing stuff at you, but we're having a conversation, we're feeding off of each other, and hopefully maybe learning something or opening our minds to other perspectives, things like that. My first topic will be stitching / crafting related. But I'm also in the process of, I'm finding out what times are sort of time zone, like not zones, time groups are best for people. So I have a poll up in my Discord that I think is there for 2 more days. It's in the Cause and Effect channel. And it's just, Eastern time, what was generally the best time of day for you? Eastern, they're all in Eastern time, Eastern US time. Mornings 8 to 10, 10 to 12, those kind of groups of times. So if you would like to, I think so far noon to 2 Eastern is the winner of what time would work best for people. So if you would like to go and vote in that poll, so I kind of have an idea of what time of day to schedule these, and then we'll go from there. So also there is a Google form. If you have an idea for a topic or a suggestion for a topic that you'd like me to consider covering in these segments, feel free to, I'll put it below, feel free to fill out the Google form. It's very simple. It's just like your name, your email, so I can contact you if I have any questions about your topic, suggestion, the suggestion, like place to write the suggestion itself, and then if it could possibly contain a trigger, like sensitive material or trigger warnings, like, CA, CSA, those kinds of things. So obviously not everything suggested will be able to be covered, but definitely more suggestions the merrier. So that's that. So now that I've droned on about that, let's get to some stitching. So the 3 that I pulled for last week, oh my god, my tablet's not working. The first one was Halloween Fae, which is artwork by Amy Brown, charted by Unconventional X Stitch. I now have 18,783 stitches out of 273,000 for 6.88%. It's loading. It will look like this. And I'm doing this 2/1 half cross on 25 count. Gorgeous. And this is where, oh, there should be a before picture. And this is where we are now. So I worked in here mostly. Isn't that gorgeous? Bring it in so you can see better. So I worked on the wings, filling in, like, you know, just confetti bits and then bringing them down. So for anyone who's doesn't know what I mean by the 3 weekly pulls, each week, it's a new thing I started. Each week I put all my whips on a wheel, and each week I spin for 3 whips. And then I work on those whips, each of those 3 whips at least once during the week. I don't have a set, you know, stitch count that I want to get in or anything like that. The goal is just to work on those 3 whips at least once during the week. So the wheel contains all of my whips except for Ko-fi and YouTube member exclusive whips. And I'm just slowly rotating through them so I can touch on everything. The next one was Fisher King. This is by Long Dog Samplers. I now have, where is it? 2,216 stitches done out of 77,786, and I'm at 2.85%. And this is what it will look like. I did a top left start, so I'm up where the ship is. I'm up here, and where the lighthouse and the ship is. And I'm doing it 1/1 full cross on, where is it? There it is. Something. 1/1 full cross on 25 count pewter even weave. I don't remember what kind of even weave. And I'm using Sea Foam by Pirate and Robin. So this is the floss that I'm using. It's really pretty. And you will see a before picture. And this is where we are now. Oh, and I'm also using, for the back stitching, I'm using a Krynic something. Some black sparkly Krynic I had. So you can see it in person. You aren't really going to be able to see it in camera, but I am back stitching as I go, so you can see some of the, like in person, you can see the sparkles. But that's where we are. So I worked this over, came down. I think I worked on down here a little bit. Did the ship. Yeah. Gorgeous. Okay, and the last one I spun was Temperance. I'll have to put a picture up for this. Where is it? No, that's not it. That's also not it. Must be you. I'll have to put up a picture of what it looks like, or what it will look like. I'm doing it 2/1 half cross on 28 count, The artwork is by Ace Geeth and it's charted by Thread Geeks. And I now have 4,154 stitches done out of 84,240 for 4.93%. And this is where we are. So I worked a lot filling in here and then came down, did some of this background. It's the sky, and then this is Galadriel. This is her hair. So those are the colors. Those are the actual colors. It's really pretty. Can't wait to get further in on her. I might just go down there and do that next time. I did a lot of confetti up in the Roman numerals here. So I think those are actually, no, I lied. There's like a couple pieces of confetti left. But the Roman numerals are finally like almost filled in. Not quite. Then, for Shapely September, excuse me, I worked on Between Heaven and Hell. This is artwork by Sarah Richter, charted by charted by Thread Geeks. I'm doing it 2/1 half cross on 28 count. I will have put up a picture of what it will look like. And I now have 13,293 stitches out of 185,328 for 7.17%. And actually, I don't know if I have a before picture on this because I kind of went rogue. This is what it looks like now in total. You see that? So, I did a little bit more up here, and then I was like, bump that, I'm coming down to something else. So I came down, I can't remember what I showed last time and what I didn't show, so we're just going to show all of it. So I came down and I started doing her hair, and then I just, man, I did this for one of the, was it Ukraine? Ukraine. So I joined a stitching game, Wanderlust, on Discord, and it's basically you travel around the country and do a number, or around the country, you travel around the world and do a certain amount of stitches for each country depending on the size, whether it's small, medium, large, etc. And then you earn, when you do the stitches for that country, you earn a badge on your passport. So I did this for Ukraine, and I got most like this, all her hair done, like all of this, just all of that. So the demon has an eye. It is so, oh, look at it, looks so good. It's amazing. Look at her hair. So again, in full, this is what it looks like in total so far. And we still have a couple days left of Shapely September, so I might work on that a little bit more. You will understand why I'm stitching it for Shapely September when I put the picture up for it. And then, because it was Mabon, I started my first Carolyn Manning. It's Mabon. It's part of the Shooting Star collection. It's one of the Sabbats. I have all of them. I just haven't started. This is the first one I started. And it was a new start. I'm doing it 1/1 full cross on 25 count. Xena, no. And like, seriously, you're fine. Oh my God, no, ma'am. And I have 3,224 stitches out of 11,449 for 28.16%. And this is what it will look like if it opens. This is what it will look like. The green, not the green, that's the fabric that they, but yeah. And it's gonna be so tiny and adorable, and I love it. Look at this. Look at how cute. He's so tiny. So that is where we are. That's all new because it was a new start for Mabon. The colors really show better back here. So this is the center. So it's really only going to be like that wide, and then it's a square piece. So also my ghosty ghost. Love it. Okay. Then, oh, you know what? I forgot about Village. I did the Village. I did Village, and I don't have it on my list because I forgot. Okay, I don't have stats for this. I will put a picture up. Artwork is by Tammy L. Gross, charted by Stitches So Beautiful. I'm doing it 2/1 half cross on 28 count. I did this for the stitching game again. I think this is what I did for Poland, or one of the ones I did for Poland. There should be a before picture. I'm pretty sure I have that. I just forgot to write my stats down. So this is what it looks like in total. It's beautiful. So I did a lot of this sky. It was driving me wild. Like I was having, it's so light, like light on light on light. And then I just came over and started this, the roof or the steeple or whatever it is. But I don't remember, like, percent. I forgot to write it down. But I did work on that. Got a lot done on it. It's looking great. Okay, now we're on to the 2 stitch to finish pieces I did. So let us insert clip number 1. Hey y'all, this is Crow, and we are back for a new round, new play of the Stitch to Finish game. So let's see what Xena is going to try to attack this week. Summer Solstice. I did work on this already so far for this game. Summer Solstice. This is by the Artsy Housewife, and I believe it was a Patreon pattern, but it has hit points of 17. So we're going to roll our D20. 14. So 14 plus the attack of 5 means that we can attack Summer Solstice. So we're going to see how many stitches. Let's get our D8. 300 stitches on Summer Solstice. So there might be another play this week. We'll find out. But 300 stitches on Summer Solstice. All right, so Summer Solstice. I don't really have a picture for this to insert. It is by the Artsy Housewife. That's the wrong one. And I believe it was a Patreon pattern. I had to do 300 stitches, which I did. So I now have 2,928 stitches out of 8,143 for 35.96%. I'm doing it 1/1 full cross on 22 count cold foam by Be Stitch Me. And this is what it looks like. All of my stitches were in the border. So I brought just the 310, brought it down across, and then started working up. So that's the color in real life. Looks lovely. And then, yeah, I just worked on this border, brought this down, and then worked over here. So, nothing but 310. But it's looking really great. And I'm excited that I'm, what did I say, like 35% through it or something. So the Stitch to Finish game is getting it there. I can't get this back in the bag. Okay. Then let's insert the second and final Stitch to Finish clip. Okay, time for another play of Stitch to Finish. So here we go. Let's spin to see what Xena the Warrior Princess is. Winter Woodpecker. All right. I was actually thinking of stitching this one just because. All right, so Winter Woodpecker has hit points of 18. So where's my D20? Let's roll the D20. 6. Oh no. 6 plus 5. Her attack of 5 is 12. So no, is 11. 6 plus 5 is 11. So she cannot attack Winter Woodpecker. Boo. All right, so let's spin again. Rebecca Nurse. This is by the Primitive Hare. Where is she? There we go. Hit points of 19. Nine plus 5 is 14. So we cannot attack. Xena cannot attack Rebecca Nurse either. Goodness gracious. Oh my god, are we just gonna go in a line around? Suffrage Act. Did this last week. Has, I can't find it. 18. 4 plus 5. Her attack of 5 is 9, so we cannot attack that one either. Darling Dar. This is by Marimi Designs. I don't know what this one has. 21. Oh boy, given our record today. 12 plus 5 is 17. So we cannot attack that either. Oh my god, I think this is the longest play we've had so far. This is kind of fun though. Christmas Evening. This is by Mama Witch X Stitch. 19. Come on. Oh my god. A 1. So that's obviously a no. Eat the Rich. Oh my god, are we going to get Eddie? We're going to go through the whole wheel. I guess if we get the whole wheel, we'll just reset the wheel and start over. 13. What is this? Eat the Rich. 16 plus 5. 13 plus 5. We can attack Eat the Rich. Woo! Okay, so Eat the Rich. All right, this is by Shitpost Sampler, I think. All right, so now we need to see how many stitches we're gonna do. That was hilarious. 100. All of that for 100 stitches on eat the rich. So that is what we'll do. Okay. So that was a lot for 100 stitches. And I forgot to take a before photo. But it really is just 100 stitches. So this is what it's going to look like. It says, eat the rich, but don't forget the seasoning by Shitpost Sampler. And I'm just doing my own. I'm using some Bestitch Me silks that I got for free as an apology, because she thought she took a long time to fill an order I put in, and so she gave me free silks. I only ordered one skein, and then she ended up giving me like a pack of 5. And then, which I'm not complaining about, but she certainly didn't need to do that. And then this variegated, which I'm hoping I have enough from Temu, or I don't remember, AliExpress, something like that. Doing it 2/1, full cross on 18 count. And where's my 100th? I did it over here in the border. I just started bringing the border down. So it's like over here that's new. Oh wait, let's move our Velociraptor. So those are the colors in real life. Looks really pretty. It's gonna really wash it out and look gross when I bring it in, but that's what it looks like. So all of that for 100 bloody stitches. But that's 100 more that I didn't have. And then the only other thing I worked on, which I cannot show you all because it was a Ko-fi and YouTube member exclusive, was Peppermint Cthulhu. Artwork is by, I'll put a picture in, artwork is by Echo Chernick, and it's charted by Unconventional X-Stitch. So if you are a YouTube or Ko-fi member, you will have seen, or go check it out, the progress photos. And if you're the right tier, go check out the video of the stitch with me. I did spin for next week, and next week this week I should say, I'm very excited because the exclusive whip that came up was the 6 Portals by Rose Catherine Kahn, charted by Pain Free Crafts. A lot of people are stitching it. I know Jen the Caffeinated Crafter is stitching it. Siski Stitches is stitching it. I'm keeping mine a member exclusive because it is almost 1,000 stitches. Wow, almost 1,000,000 stitches. And I thought it'd be fun for members to see kind of the progress on such a big piece. So it was a new start. So the first photos of that just went up today. So check on the YouTube or Ko-fi if you're a member to see how far I got and stats on that. So that's that, y'all. I think that's all I have to say. So thank you all for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Happy stitching, stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.